reading is going to be for sun and moon viewers. It's been a little while since we checked into your energy. I noticed I was doing the earth signs yesterday upon request, but I really haven't done any other sign yet. So I said, okay, let's start with fire today and see what's going on with Leo. All right. As always, thank you so much for enjoying your sweetest moments merging timelines. I always read for the sun and moon viewers. The channel is developed for personal development, okay? It's designed to help you see more of yourself. And as you become more of yourself, then you get into what you're attracting. It just helps you be more accountable and start to see the magnificent magician, creator that you are of your own reality. Each and every one of us are like the star of our show, and everyone else that we have on set is just our choice. It is literally our choice to accept them, accept the roles and positions that they play, because as you can imagine, we're just that powerful. We have literally given each one of these people this role, if you will, in our lives. So I appreciate you tuning into the channel so that I can help you widen your perspective and kind of give you the bird's eye view of a snippet or a snapshot of your reality. Because as you know, time is an illusion and our reality is constantly shifting, constantly in motion. Right? As soon as you get off this channel, you'll make another choice. You'll make another move. Checkmate, you know? And so I hope that the holidays were good to you, that you spent some good quality time with some loved ones and some friends, and you ate well and you slept well. So I really appreciate all of your love and support. Let's go ahead and tap into your energy, Leo. Leo, sun and moon viewers, let's see what's on your mind, what's in your surroundings, what's affecting your reality today. And how do you feel about those things? How do you feel about everything that's going on today for you? What are the changes that you'd like to make? Leo. Oop. Leo, sun and moon viewers. I'm still getting used to these cards, guys. They are so big. So I'm trying. I love them because I love the ones with the pictures. They just bring more messages for me. All right, so what I can see is that so far your environment's like a shh. It's a secret, Mel. Don't tell them what I got going on. You know, like this is between you and I. I understand. I understand. I hold a secret very well. I'm the tarot reader. Well, I should say that and then I don't say that. You know, the funny thing about your strength is it's also your weakness, right? Yeah. Oh, yeah. So I do see, though, that your heart, it's becoming open. And what do I mean by that? Like you're enduring loss, that you're just kind of accepting for all parties involved, right? This is saying that I noticed that there's a bit of healing that we have avoided on this journey. And as we take pride in the things that we are holding on to and the things that we want to kind of put on the shelf as our own and take pride in that, you're starting to reevaluate other aspects of your life. This is like saying, okay, you're a fire element, right? So this would be like saying to me, as a fire element, you're now taking the appreciation in the earth, right? And what could that look like? Well, for one, you could start to value the possessions that you have acquired, right? You've made some investments. Ooh, that one kind of spinned out on me. You've made some investments, and those investments, you're starting to feel very, very connected to them, very, very strong about them. And it's so weird because your strength is your weakness, right? So what you have always been good at is what you've always been good at. So it's hard to notice when it's something that you're like, whoa, this is me, this is mine and mine alone, you know? If that's how you always start, if that makes sense, right? Let's go ahead and get your future. There we go, that's it right there. Felt it. And then your advice card. Just one more for your advice card. Dear Spirit, ooh, geez. My goodness. So you're needing to pull back and save some of that energy though. Yeah, because okay, so you're, 10 of the Wands is at the bottom of the deck. I feel like in the past, you carried so much. This is like back pain galore. This is bad body mechanics. This is like slinging the old lady out of the bed the improper way, okay? Like not bending at the knees, not supporting yourself. This is really just taking a heavy load on just to put it down very quickly, right? This was not what you thought you were gonna have to carry for the long run. I think that you felt like you were carrying it for a minute just to help out. But then when you realized that no help was coming and that it was you alone, whew, well, this is a little bit too heavy, right? This is just, wow, this is just too heavy now, okay? And I can't take on all this responsibility alone. I mean, I need someone else to help me take the actions required. And these actions, I'm thinking on my end, right, Leo, as I'm tapping into your energy, I'm feeling more as though you would have appreciated that these be reciprocated without demand, meaning please don't ask that I tell you when and where, just kind of shift this energy back and forth with me. This is like saying, you know, I carry the bucket halfway up the road and then I give it to you and you carry it up the other half of the road. And that way, neither one of us gets completely tired, right? Let's take it reasonable. Like, let's make sense, Mel. Okay, this is like saying we're going on a trip to Virginia. It's a 10-hour drive. How about I do 5 and you do 5? And you're like, yeah, that sounds reasonable. But it's not that you want to ask this person at this point because, yeah, you could ask them, but do they really want to? Do they really want to? And are they going to feel some kind of way because you asked? And that doesn't make you want to ask, right? That doesn't make you want to ask. So I say long things to say one short message. That you're at the point where a load is getting too heavy. You've noticed that it is, and it feels as though it's not a shared effort. And so without it being a shared effort, although you love to do it for them out of the compassion of your heart space, you're having to accept the loss so that each person can evolve in this scenario. Whew, my goodness. Said all that to say. So there's half that you're wanting to expose, half that you're not wanting to expose, right? This is saying to me, you know what, Mel, tell them only half of the story. They'll have to figure out the other half, right? As we go along, you know, as we go through this journey, they just can't handle all of that. They just don't know what I'm even talking about. You don't understand. I'm trying to shoot them little hints here and there, and I'm hitting the wall. And I know them, Mel. I've worked with them. I've been with them. I've lived with them. I'm just not able to get through the wall, right? I got you. A little frustration there because, wow, it comes with so much loss that promotes change in your emotional investment, though. Let's say, even though it is a loss, right? Even though it is not thrilling to endure this space that you've created emotionally, it does leave you room for others to kind of redefine what that space once held. And so that kind of that kind of thought process up in the air is just like, I'll gamble on that. You know, I'll gamble on the fact that, you know, I'm kind of over this emotional return. It served me, it's great, I appreciate it, but I see no growth here. So I'm needing to shift this energy completely to a whole nother space to kind of see if we can create that, right? And so right now, I see you're taking a break from your passionate side, taking a break from your emotional side, and kind of focusing on the things that you've acquired up until now. All right? That makes sense to you? So because we're gonna leave half on shh, 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 and then the other half on, okay, let's just tell him this little piece, right? Taking a break from my emotion, I'm taking a break from taking action, and I'm just gonna focus on what I have, right? All the rest is scooted off to the side. I don't think we're thinking a lot about what we're doing. I think that it's just out of impulse. At this time, I just don't have any much to give. Like I couldn't keep moving if I wanted to. There's something in me it's acting out of a place that I'm not most comfortable representing myself in, you know? All right, so Leo, let's get your angel, oops, I'm gonna throw this one back in. That one was like a red gifts from God, gifts with God. It was beautiful, but I wanna see what I can get to just fly out for you, to feel like the lion, to feel like, and I don't feel like you're acting like yourself these days. I feel like you're acting very calm, cool, and collected in a place where people are still waiting around for you to make the next move. Okay, so I'll take that one. I didn't like how it really came out, but you're still in leadership. Surprise, surprise. It's time for you to assume your leadership power and position and lovingly guide others. So you're finding that sense of that gentle lion in you. But right now, I feel like you're pulling back. You need to know that you're safe and that you know what to do. You are safe, Leo. You know exactly what to do, okay? It says, I'm protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home, okay? So Archangel Michael, protecting you, all of your loved ones, and your home, and they're guarding you most importantly, okay? You know what to do. Archangel Uriel, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay. Okay? So you're acting upon your inner knowledge. Acting upon your inner knowledge. All right, so your highest timeline right now. I'm trying to kind of tittle around what you don't really want to come to the surface. Okay, so tittling around the fact that we have something that we're invested in, that we're proud of. We're content with how it is going. It brings both the light and dark aspects of ourselves, helps us shift in and out of this reality in a satisfying way physically. Okay, if that makes sense. Like this would be saying that something at your job, you get to be the good cop and the bad cop, and it just feels so rewarding. You know, that's that equal shift in the energetic field in something that you can hold on to. Let's go ahead and expose, because I'm trying to get to your heart to see where we're going with all of this, but I need to go in your past, right? I need to see your past. So, environment. It's been the Eight of Swords in the reverse, right? When I said that you weren't thinking, I lied. You came from a place where you plot and planned. But now it's to the point where the plan is to take motion, but you're trying to formulate different cells within your internal makeup to allow yourself to feel free in doing so. This is a part of an ascension symptom, right? When we arise to higher timelines, which it's figuratively, but it is in some forms very, very compatible with the realms of transcending. I hope that you're following me. I found like I'm playing with words again. So basically, you're coming out of a place where you had a plan in motion, a plan to take charge, a plan to set sail. This is to be the big dog in charge, like literally saying, I know what I'm doing. I'm going to set the people free kind of energy. But let's see, your present energy is the Prince of Swords. So you may be taking some time to explain this to people around you, but I do still feel as though you're hitting the brick wall. Like I'm finding ways, Mel, I'm shifting. I'm finding ways to meet their language, their level of understanding within this human experience, because I understand everyone goes through things at different times, and so what I'm seeing they may not see yet, or they may not be there yet. And this isn't you are better than them or they are better than you. It's just a part of our experience, and every one of us are on a different level of the orchestration. It's a part of the divine unfoldment, right? And so you could be connecting with Gemini energy. This person, if you find yourself blending in with them, it's to develop the skill of adaptability. Is that a word? It's to develop the skill and making sure that you can shift in and out of planes, of energetic fields, because I do see it says you're safe, right? So I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you, your loved ones, and home. So this Gemini energy that you're connecting with could be of a lower frequency, right? They're just below you in years, right? And in time, in past lives. They're just below you in that, where they act a little bit childish, but they do have a skill that you admire, where they flow effortlessly with language. They flow effortlessly with connecting with people. And I feel like you are picking up on this skill from this person, probably in a darker aspect of yourself. It's probably in a shadow. This would be like saying, man, when we're doing something we shouldn't do, but we blend effortlessly. It's like a like that well-oiled machine. I think it's about like that machine like we were talking about earlier, that you really wanted in an emotional shift, but you're not quite getting it there. You're getting it in a communicational shift, where it's like with the best friend or with a coworker or with a brother, something like this, right? With a sister, this person and you are just psh, 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 psh. And we get each other, Mel. We just get each other. We may go at it sometimes, but like air and fire, it's one of my very, very favorite combos, because like it's destructive, man. It's either fume, and it's growing so big, or it's just burnt down everything, like to the point where they burnt down themselves. They're like, I'm tired of you and you're tired, I'm tired of you, and be done, It's a thrill, it's a ride, right? But I don't have to tell you. So we're coming into the Emperor. And this is the Emperor in reverse, right? Now we all know it's a very powerful energy, whether it's upright or in the reverse, but this one is up in the reverse, right? When it's shown in the reverse, it just tells me that you're not in the right place, right? But I think that you're coming to terms with that, right? Maybe not completely in acceptance of where you are today. Sorry guys, I got a call that came in, but back at it. It's a part of that shifting, part of that dark and light that you are feeling. And so it doesn't really ever mind the end you're on, because in this experience, you are going to have to adapt between light and dark, because we exist in a realm of duality. So neither end is incorrect, right? They are just, like we like to say on this channel, they're like defense mechanisms. You know, like the cute fuzzy animal in the wilderness has its cute side, but it also has its defensive side, if you should choose to bring it out of it. You know, should it feel it needs to fight for survival, then you'll see that darker aspect. And so I see that moving into this future, the loss that you're accepting, I feel like you're accepting it in a way of resentment, rather than just saying that this is for you and this is for me, right? And I can see how it becomes triggering, right? We're in the physical experience and we may have a higher discernment. At some points, we may understand that we're doing this because we have to, because it's made that way. You know, it's made to the point where it's not personal, it's expansion. It's because most of these relationships we are coming into contact with so that we can learn from one another and go about our ways, right? Because each one of us have a different element, and that different element offers a different part of ourselves, right? Because in order to be the producer and not just the consumer, you would then acquire all four elements and run them together like your well-oiled machine. And then that way you wouldn't necessarily need other partnerships. You could do the one that was divinely created for you, right? So either way, I hope that we're making sense here. And I feel like this is your reading. So let's merge the timelines really quickly. We're 22 minutes in. So your past, a lot of thoughts, a lot of planning, a lot of communication battles, but it's like a practice. This is like your teacher saying something to you and you answering them, and if you don't answer them right away, they're challenging you again, they're challenging you, they're pushing you. And so there's a teacher in your environment currently pushing you to expand within your communication skills with others. And so here is your here is your feelings, right? Emotions, your heart. Okay, so I've accepted this loss, Mel. I may have even let go of it. I may have even parted from it, but it still triggers a part of you that is connected with your need for control, your need for possession, right? Because we are a part of the experience, and a part of the experience is our possessions. We have so much pride in that, right? And so your highest timeline is showing me that you are acknowledging those things. You're acknowledging those things more than you're acknowledging other aspects of your life. And that's because it's a lot easier for you to focus on at this time as you do what the divine is asking of you, to go within and take some time to heal, take some time to conserve your energy. Don't feel the need to make a different move just yet, right? Anyways, I love the time that we spend on the channel. Leo, I appreciate, love you so very much. Wishing all of you the very best in 2022. Mwah. Bye.